Hello, everybody. Welcome. Good evening. I'm super excited to be on and sharing more details with you on the upcoming 30-day experience we have staying healthy through the holidays. As we know, 2020 has been a trying year for all of us in many different areas of our lives. So I think this could not have come at more of a perfect time heading into the holidays. We know with some states, regulations, different shutdowns, some people aren't going to be with families. A lot of people have kids home. They're trying to do school, manage work, just different stresses. So we are really focusing on this being more of a well-being challenge. If you want to lose weight, great. Tons of people have lost weight. Maybe if you're tuning in, you can share if you've had a weight loss story, if you're looking for more energy, whatever it might be, but really just well-being and focusing on self-care, self-love, de-stressing, mental health, all of those things that are really important to our overall well-being. So I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. My name is Heather Godfrey. For those of you who I do not know, if you know me, you know I can talk for a long time, but I want to condense all of this and get you all the information you need in the shortest amount of time possible. So if you have questions, please comment below. You're going to come back and be able to watch this recording. It will be posted. Maybe when I'm talking, you think of a family member, a coworker, a friend that you think may want to hear this and be part of it as well. You can always add them to this group and then tag them so they can watch this video as well. So they can get all the information. Hi, Mom. Hi, Megan. Hi, Sheila. So excited you guys are on. So, okay, the details. We are starting on November 23rd, which is not this coming Monday, but a week from that. So we have about 10 days before we're starting. Now is a really perfect time, and I'll tell you why. Whether you're already a current customer with Isagenix or you are looking to become a customer, we have some exciting things that we're going to share with you that are taking place for Black Friday early, because that's coming up pretty quickly. So we're starting November 23rd. It is on a private, separate Facebook group. So everything is run through that. Again, it's 30 days. It's going to bring us through December 23rd. So through all the holiday season, and give you lots of good ideas on healthy holiday swaps, different things that you can do with your family to stay active, ideas for food prepping. Maybe you have kids home or more family members home and you're trying to figure out, how do I keep up with like all these meals I'm not used to cooking? We have tons of ideas on how to simplify that. As I mentioned, ideas for mental health, de-stressing, getting better sleep, because ultimately with everything that's been going on, the number one thing that we can focus on is ourselves. Because if we don't have a strong temple, if we're not feeling like we have good mental clarity, energy, well rested, we're not going to be able to handle all the things that we need to be strong to handle. So truly focusing on ourselves and taking that as a priority for the next 30 days, whatever you can do, even just little small improvements and changes is going to be so beneficial. Just a little background on myself. I've been in the fitness industry for many, many years, have dabbled in nutrition throughout those years, and then really went full bore with Isagenix, utilizing the products within the online platform for our challenges about 5.5 years ago. And I literally do not know what I would have done over the last 5.5 years without this community, because it is just incredible. The products I'm going to touch on just briefly, they're incredible, really high quality. Before I put my name behind anything, that was really, really important to me. So I'll talk about just the quality and integrity of the company and a couple of the things that you can incorporate. Everything is really customizable as far as the nutrition aspect. But what we've done with these online platforms and in these groups is I'm just the one who gets to deliver the good news. I get to deliver the message to all of you, but there are over 40 healthcare professionals, people in the fitness industry, mental health, gym owners, instructors, nutrition, people that stay at home with their kids. I mean, there's a whole wide variety, but there is over 40 that are going to be bringing their gifts and sharing that with us. And I am so excited about that, because when everybody shares what they're knowledgeable and what their gifts and talents are, we can all gain so much growth and information. And that's what this is about. It's not a quick fix. None of these groups are, but it's what are the small things that we can do over time that are going to really help us to create those amazing changes in our health and well-being and be able to give in all the areas of our lives that we want to be. So again, when we feel good, we're more confident, we're happier, we have more energy, mental clarity, we can be creative, we can be better parents, spouses, all of those things. So that's what life's all about, right? Okay, so let's get into the details. So November 23rd through December 23rd, private Facebook group. Every single week, we're going to have a different weekly focus. They're all things we all know how to do. get good sleep, turn off technology before bed, drink water, get good nutrition in our body, move our body, take time for mental health, focus, self-care, all the things we know how to do, but we don't do them unless we have accountability, support, and intentional focused time to do them. And that's why throughout the holidays is going to be a really, really great time. So we're going to have all of that in there. Every week, it's going to be a different weekly focus. So it'll give you things that you can intentionally focus on for that week. They're not going to be crazy hard things. Again, it's just simple things that we know how to do, but hey, here's your accountability with it. So every week we'll have something different. There's going to be weekly prizes, because who doesn't love a little prize that they can work towards? And that's going to just be kind of that carrot at the end of the stick for all of us to stay focused every single week. We're going to do group cleanse days together. So I'll talk about that. This is something that's super customizable, and each person's going to do a little bit different. Some may be doing it, some may not. So I'll talk about that. We are going to have ideas and recipe demos on different things you can do to cook at home and have healthy snacks on hand, because implementing the shakes is really easy. A 30-second meal, dishes are a breeze. It's literally like been such a godsend the last 5.5 years. I do not know what I would do in the morning. I'm like, how do people have time to like make breakfast? I probably wouldn't eat it. Or what I was doing before is running through like a Caribou drive-through and getting oatmeal in my coffee and spending a lot more money than I needed to and not getting the nutrition that I am with these. So there's going to be tons of ideas on how you can implement good, healthy snacks, meals for you and your family, so you don't feel like you're cooking 10 different meals. So there's a lot of people that have several children, some people that live at home. You're going to get ideas from everybody on that. And I think one thing I love about that the most is we all can get so burnt out on making the same thing. Like you go to the grocery store, you know your staple things you need. Every week you make like fajitas and tacos, and you know, you kind of have your same thing. Anybody else? Anyway, I always love the ideas for that, because I'm like, oh, why didn't I think of that? Great idea. And it's simple. So basically how the layout of the nutrition is going to be, you're probably familiar or somewhat familiar if you've been on this page. If not, I'll get you at least caught up to speed a little bit. When I talked about the quality of the products, we know there's tons of different meal replacements, protein shakes, all these things out here. So why Isagenix is so incredible is it is a full meal replacement. So what that means is you're getting carbs, fats, proteins. Those are all essential macronutrients to fuel our body, to fuel our brain, to build lean muscle mass. That's going to help our body to function more efficiently, which is going to help us burn fat. So they keep you full for a long time. Being in the fitness industry, I've tried so many different shakes, and a lot of them chalky. I just didn't love the flavor. I didn't look forward to them. I literally cannot wait to have these. So we have dairy options with the whey protein. It's going to be a grass-fed whey, and then also dairy-free options. So if you're somebody that is dairy-free, we have a great vegan line that you can implement in. So we implement two of these in per day. Some people maybe are doing one per day. I personally love breakfast, like I said, just because that's a busy time for me. Sometimes it's lunch for my second one. Sometimes it's at like 3 p.m. So if you're missing a snack in between like your dinner, your lunch and dinner, that 3 p.m. time is an awesome time to plug one of these in. So when you get home for dinner, you're not starving and ready to eat your entire kitchen. So that's been really helpful for me. So two of those, you're going to get vitamins, minerals, probiotics, prebiotics. The probiotics and prebiotics, gut health. We're really focusing a lot on this 30-day focus group as well on immune boosting things. Because obviously with COVID, we want to make sure that we're staying healthy. And that's one thing that we can do is really focus on gut health, because that is the foundation. So I love the shakes. Again, tons of different flavors, grass-fed whey or vegan options. So you can customize that to you. Every morning, the Ionic Supreme. So this is by far my favorite product ever. If anybody else, yes, maybe comment if you could not live without this. I don't know how people are surviving without this right now, to be honest. So what it is adaptogenic herbs, and it helps your body to regulate cortisol levels, to like handle stress a little bit better. Because again, we're never going to be able to get rid of stress in our lives, but this helps our body to adapt to it. So those adaptogenic herbs help normalize our state. It also helps lower our cortisol levels, like I mentioned. So when our cortisol levels are increasing, our body tends to store fat in our midsection. And it's not even just the fat that like we don't want, where we feel like we're kind of hanging over. It's like the visceral fat, which can be very dangerous for our organs. So it's awesome for helping our body to adapt to the stress, lower those cortisol levels. I have this every single morning and most times in the afternoon. Like it's kind of a 2-serving type of year for me. And then the Cleanse for Life. So I talked about the cleanse. So this is something that I think is an absolute game changer. And again, everybody does this a little bit differently. This is no cookie cutter plan by any means. We really work with you to figure out what's going to be best for you. And the cleanse days can be done many different ways. We are going to do them together the week after Thanksgiving. So our second week and our third week. We have a 4-week period. So our second and third week, we're going to do them together. So if those days work for you on those Wednesday and Thursdays, you can do them with a group, which is amazing when you have that accountability and other people doing it. Or you may opt to do other days. So you can do a nightly cleanse, which means you're going to have your 2 shakes. You're going to have a couple additional snacks throughout the day. You're going to have your healthy dinner. So we're getting fuel in our body every few hours throughout the day, good nutrition. We're trying to avoid artificial colors, dyes, sweeteners, anything that isn't going to serve our body nutritionally. So we're not counting anything, we're not measuring anything, we're not weighing anything, but we're really making our calories count, meaning we're getting as much nutrition packed in our day to fuel our body, rev up our metabolism. And then what we're doing with the Ionic Supreme is helping our body to adapt to the stress. Then the cleanse is going to help our body to rid some of the toxins that are built up. What are we getting exposed to as far as toxicity? You look at what's in our environment right now, what's in like skincare products, hair care, what stress does to our body on a toxicity level. So it helps our body, like our liver will naturally detox our body, but when we are so overloaded, it's just a way to help our body. So it's all botanicals, herbs. And what you can do is the nightly cleanse is going to be a little bit more of a gentle option where you're going to maximize your cleanse time while you're sleeping. So you would take a serving at night before bed, you would sleep, and then go until the next day till you would break your fast with your shake. So you're going to get really great benefits doing that. If you want a little bit more of a deeper cleanse, maybe you are looking for weight loss, you feel bogged down with stress, whatever you've been eating, maybe COVID totally threw you off track and you're like, I just need a really good reset. A 1 day would be an awesome option. So you do it for a full day. And what you're doing is you're having your cleanse throughout the day. So there's 4 servings that you have. And then we have cleanse support tools. So we have chocolates, wafers, little protein crackers. So you're still consuming some cleanse support items, but not whole foods, nothing like fork foods, no shakes. We're giving our digestive system that break, allowing the cleanse to do its work. And then if you're going to do the 2 day, it's going to be even a deeper cleanse. So what's going to happen there is we're going to get a lot more of the fat burn benefits, increase in the metabolism, increase in human growth hormone, which helps our body to build lean muscle mass, which again is going to help burn more fat. And so the nightly cleanse is an awesome option, gentle. 1 day is going to give you just a little bit more of a deeper cleanse, and 2 days is going to be like, all right, you're really digging in and cleaning your body out. And it's not going to be a cleanse. If you've never done this before, it's not going to be a cleanse like you're going to be tied to the toilet all day. Because I think that's everybody's biggest concern. They're like, oh my gosh, I have to go to work or have an appointment. Am I going to be like afraid to leave the house? No, it's not like that at all. You will pee a lot because you're consuming a lot of liquids, lots of water, helping your body flush out. But you don't have to worry about the other end. So just know, I always like to point that out. So those are a few of the things that the main pillar products. There's a ton of different things. Again, we have some immune boosting support products, a lot of different things you can implement. There's no right or wrong way to get started really. And again, it's going to be customizable to what you're looking for. So my recommendation, and stay with me because I have exciting things to share with you too. My recommendation is to reach back out to the person who invited you to this page, have them go through what would be good options for you to get started off of your goals, what's a good option based off of your budget. We can make that work for anybody, regardless of where you're at. And right now, and I was going to say too, when I was talking about the cleanse, I would love to hear, I think cleanse like this for me was super scary when I started. I was like, people don't eat for an entire day. That's ludicrous. Like, who does that? And now I crave the cleanse day. So I think anybody watching, if you've done a cleanse day, will you share maybe a tip or what your favorite part of the cleanse has been? Because I promise you, you can do it. You can do it if it's a fear for you. Okay, so what I want to talk about was the different options to get started. There's a lot of different tiers. You don't have to start with one of the packs. You could start with the individual products. But I highly recommend when people first get started, you do start with the packs because you get the core products. And then the top level, you're going to get a lot more of the extra. So I just want to explain what's in each one so you can hear it. And then we have visuals that I'll post in the comments below this. So you can look at the visual and see them. But there's basically a top, a middle, and a bottom tier. And the top one is going to be like, I'm all in. I want everything. You're going to get enough to have 2 shakes per day for the entire 30 days. So you get get 56 of the meal replacement shakes. You get enough to do 4 of the deep cleanse days. You get all of those cleanse support tools, the chocolates, the snacks, everything I talked about. You get a 30-day supply of the Ionic Supreme, so that's going to help with the stress. You get a box of the meal replacement bars. You get 10 of the meal replacement bars, 10 of the protein crackers. So if you're somebody like me, you're on the go, you leave the house, maybe you have kids and they want little snacking options, I always make sure I have one of those available because it's just a quick, healthy option to have. And then it also comes with our vitamins. So you're going to get an AM and PM packet, so 30-day supply. So it's 60 of those, 30 AM, 30 PM. It's going to come with a CoQ10, a multivitamin, an omega, a vitamin C, and an anti-aging supplement. So you get AM, PM of all of those. You get a blender. You get the greens. So that's going to be 30 days, all of that stuff, like the Mac Daddy pack. That one's going to break down to $20 per day. So it's going to be a total of $5.99. Starting Friday through Monday, November 13th through the 16th, Isagenix is doing any orders, new or current customers. So if you already have an account, this is for you. If you've not gotten an account, but you want to do this, this is for you. 13th through the 16th, Friday through Monday. If it's a $150 order, you're going to get free shipping. If it's a $250 order or more, you're going to get free shipping plus 10% off your order. So when I say that Mac Daddy pack is $5.99, it's actually going to be $60 off of that. So it'll bring that down to $5.40. And then it's going to be free shipping as well. So an awesome time to get started if that's the pack that feels good for you. The middle one is very similar. You're not going to get the greens and you're not going to get the vitamins. So you're going to get the shakes, the cleanse, all the cleanse support, the Ionic Supreme, the blender, which I love the blender, the bars, and those little protein crackers, so the snacking options. That one is a $14 per day option. It breaks down to $3.99. So again, that's going to be free shipping, and then $3.99, $40 off of that is going to bring it down to $3.60. You're testing me on my math. Okay, and then the basic pack. This is going to be like dip my toes. I just want the essentials. You're going to get enough to have 2 shakes per day, 30-day supply of the Ionic Supreme, the cleanse, all the cleanse support. So 30-day supply of all that. Again, it breaks down to $10 per day. So the total is going to be $269. You're going to get free shipping plus another $27 off of that. And that's going to be the basics of the top, the middle, and the bottom breakdown. Everything has a 30-day guarantee, money back guarantee. So you literally could do these 30 days risk-free. And when you're thinking about where you're at with what you want for your goals and where you're at with budget, I know for myself, I started to figure out, okay, if I'm replacing breakfast and lunch, what am I currently spending on that? And think of it as a reallocation because you're eating the food. So if you're somebody that's stopping at the gas station, grabbing things, like I said, I was going to Caribou, I figured out I was actually saving money, getting better nutrition, feeling better than I ever have. And that, again, is that's priceless, really. So think about what feels like a good fit for you. There is an option for literally every single person. And the page is open. So as soon as you order, we'll get you added in. We have healthy food guides, different ideas for recipes, ideas for when you're going to the grocery store. And I really want to emphasize as well, like the value. We are so grateful for all the contributors that add to this, because if you're going to go somewhere and try to get all the workouts, all the recipe demos, the wellness workshops on so many great tips and things for mindset, that is all for free. So there's no additional charge. Literally, it's whatever you decide to get started with. Everything else is free, and we are here to support you. I'm not kidding when I say like this community is by far the best thing of all of this. So we hope to see you here in the next group page and staying healthy through the holidays. I see a lot of amazing comments on how people are feeling after the cleansing. It's pretty hard to beat. So thanks you guys so much for tuning in. Again, you can add people, you can tag them, and I did this in 19 minutes. Boom. Okay, have a great night, you guys. Thanks for jumping on. Bye.